Welcome back to Minute Art Mysteries, where silence speaks, shadows remember, and every masterpiece hides a secret just beneath the surface. Tonight, we're stepping beyond the visible, beyond paint and plaster, beyond what history tells us. I want you to imagine a long, dim hall. The air is heavy, almost unmoving. A single table stretches across the room, and 13 figures sit frozen in time yet. Somehow, everything about them feels alive, tense, electric, as if something has just happened, something that changed everything. This is not just a painting. This is a moment on the edge of collapse. This is the Last Supper. But what if I told you that what you're seeing is only the surface, that beneath the gestures, the glances, and the perfect composition lies a deeper story, one filled with tension and symbolism. Let's step into Milan, into the quiet refectory where this masterpiece was created. Imagine monks once sitting here in silence, eating their meals, while this very scene loomed before them. Leonardo didn't paint on canvas, he painted directly onto the wall. A bold choice, a permanent one. So it's shim, because time hasn't been kind to this painting. It has faded, flaked, and been restored over and over again. What we see today isn't exactly what Leonardo created. It's a fragment, a memory, a reconstruction. Now, look closely at the scene. At first glance, it feels familiar. Jesus sits at the center, surrounded by his 12 apostles. Bread and wine are laid out before them, but something is wrong. There's movement, emotion, chaos. A sentence has just been spoken. One of you will betray me. The apostles react like a wave rippling outward. Some lean forward in disbelief. Others pull back in shock. Hands rise. Gestures sharpen. Voices seem to overlap in a silent explosion of emotion. Leonardo did not paint a peaceful meal. He painted the exact second trust begins to break. But here is the question. Why this moment? Why not the blessing of the bread? The sacred ritual itself? Why focus on betrayal? Instead of faith, Leonardo did not paint a peaceful meal. He painted the exact moment trust begins to break. Now let your eyes drift across the table. You'll notice one figure who feels different, slightly withdrawn, shadowed fists. This is Judas. While the others react outwardly, he pulls inward. In his hand, he clutches a small bag. Leonardo does not isolate Judas at the edge of the table. He does not make it obvious. Instead, Judas sits among the others, almost blending in. That feels intentional. It forces us to ask, what if betrayal is not obvious? What if it sits right beside us? There's a small detail. Many people miss a salt cellar, knocked over near Judas. Salt, historically, symbolizes loyalty and trust, but it is spilled. Was Leonardo quietly signaling the moment loyalty collapses? Now shift your focus to the center, to Jesus. While everyone else is in motion, he is still. Calm, detached from the chaos unfolding around him. His hands rest on the table, reaching toward both bread and wine at the same time. But look closer. The position of his arms forms a shatters triangle, a symbol often associated with balance, divinity, and the Holy Trinity. Others carve an opening. We all know that Leonardo was also a mathematician. Was he just using geometry to make the perfect balance painting? And then there's the figure seated beside him, soft features. This is said to be John, the beloved disciple. But some have questioned whether this figure could represent someone else. When you notice the space between this figure and Jesus, a distinct V shape, it begins to feel intentional. An absence, a gap, something missing. Now look at the hands. Again, they're everywhere, pointing, reaching, pulling back. One hand grips a knife, hidden but visible enough to raise questions. Another point toward the center, as if demanding answers. It is like a silent language. Leonardo is giving us just enough to feel meaning, but not enough to fully decode it. Now step back and take in the entire composition. Every line in the room leads your eye to a single point, and that point is directly behind Jesus. The vanishing point, behind him, light filters through a window. It is neither day nor night. It is something in between. That light frames his head like a halo, but it's not painted. It is created through perspective and placement. Take a moment to observe the table once more. Everything is meticulously arranged. The plates, cups, and bread all follow a specific pattern. Some even suggest that this arrangement is akin to musical notes or has mathematical similarities. There are even theories that the folds in the tablecloth resemble musical notes, forming a hidden composition, a song. Others suggest the arrangement reflects something celestial, like a map of the heavens. Is it a coincidence? Now consider the structure of the room itself. 3 windows, the apostles grouped in threes. The number 3 echoes throughout the painting. Does it hold a symbolic or spiritual meaning? Orisit, mereli. Again, is it symbolic, spiritual, or simply compositional balance? What we see today is not the original in its pure form. The painting has been damaged, restored, and altered. Details have disappeared. Others have been reinterpreted. The mystery deepens. What was there that we can no longer see? What meanings never meant to last? Now, return to that moment, that single sentence. That changed everything. One of you will betray me, and as we watch their reactions, frozen forever in this instant, we cannot help but turn the question inward. What would we do? Would we recognize the truth? Or deny it? Would we stand firm? Or fall into doubt? Leonardo doesn't answer. He leaves us in that moment unresolved, uncertain, searching. Maybe that is the real reason this painting continues to fascinate us. So, here's your challenge. Find a high-resolution image of the Last Supper. Zoom in. Study the faces, the hands, the shadows. Ask yourself, what feels hidden? What is missing? What is intentional? Sometimes the most powerful secrets are not the ones that are painted clearly, but the ones that are left just out of reach. If this journey sparked your curiosity, stay with us. Until next time, keep searching. The greatest secrets are the ones you almost miss. If you found this exploration intriguing, I invite you to join our community. Please consider clicking the like button and subscribing. It helps. We offer over 30 unique documentaries that explore hidden histories and artistic mysteries. Our collection highlights lesser-known historical facts in the art world, focusing on women who have been marginalized, the artists behind iconic works, and the symbols and enigmas found in famous masterpieces. We continually add new content to enrich this exploration of art history. Let's discover events and these secrets together. Thank you for watching.